what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna compare a few mediums: solvent free gel, a Gamblin, plain linseed oil, and then a thinner mineral spirits. And then I'm gonna do a no medium. Actually, I'll do the no medium first, just to compare. This is wet on wet. We're doing it on like a top layer, so you can see what's gonna work best. Right now we have the white gesso, and I got liquid first coat white down here, raw umber on top of that, and then the top coat is going to be cadmium yellow light, and that's what I'll mix with the mediums. First I'm just going to do plain paint. I'm just dabbing it in the paint with a brush, kind of load it up. What this is going to do is you're going to see how it pulls it, if it's going to turn to mud, what's going to look better. Now this is just plain paint. Load it up. When I'm done, I'm going to zoom in on it too. We'll do a close-up. That's just plain, not thinned down cadmium white. It's not really pulling anything off my brush. It's just kind of really not adding much paint whatsoever. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to do, we'll do the solvent free gel next. So I'm going to do is a little bit, you don't add much, a little bit of that solvent free gel. Like right away, you can see how much paint is coming off. Really pulling it. One thing I like about I will say the solvent-free gel is my favorite medium when doing this. It also really brightens the paint. So even when it's dry, and we'll come back to this when everything's dried way down the road, and you'll be able to see like what kind of dulled and what stayed bright. And this solvent-free gel always stays like a bright color. Now I'm going to go into, we'll do the linseed oil. I'm cleaning my brush between two. Linseed oil would be probably my next favorite. Same thing, just dabbing the brush into the paint and linseed oil. A little bit goes a long way. Remember, you don't want to get it too thin. And it pulls the linseed oil off fairly decent, but it's still not like that solvent-free gel. That solvent-free gel I'll add to it, it leaves that texture. It really leaves a lot of texture to it, where everything else kind of looks like, with the paint straight up no medium, it's like really flat. It's not bright, kind of mixed in with the raw umber. Solvent-free gel, you can see it's stayed bright, it didn't mix with it. It's got a lot of texture. You'll see that when I zoom in. For the last one, we're going to do thinner. This is the one I don't like the least. The one I like the least, I guess I should say. So I just got my thinner bucket here. Really light with the thinner. The thinner just seems to mud everything, because remember, you got the liquid first coat, then the raw umber on there, which is mixed with the first coat. So when you're putting your third coat, this is your third layer. You know, third, fourth, whatever you're on, it's gonna mud it if you're not using the right technique or right product. Now this is just straight up thinner. It's probably hard to tell from there, but the thinners, it doesn't really leave the detail. it's kind of, you'll see, you got some like, you'll be able to see where it's like kind of mudded together. You just have to be very super light with all this, no matter what medium you're using. I'm going to zoom in. That's the Solvent Free Gel. I just feel like it really helps with adding detail to it. So that's my favorite. Linseed oil and thinner. I don't really use that much, hardly ever. I used to when I first started until I found the Solvent Free Gel. I'd use a lot of linseed. But you can kind of see you're not getting that kind of detail with the linseed. It's kind of mudding together. You don't have those like high and low areas. The mineral spirits and thinner, kind of the same thing. You can see, let's see if we can. You can kind of see some areas where it just like kind of mudded it instead of leaving that texture like you're gonna have here. And just plain old paint, it's just the underpaint won't pull any of the paint off your brush really. So it just ends up being mudding, mixing it, all the paints together, because you got to using light pressure. It doesn't do much, and if you use too much pressure, it's just gonna mix, blend together. So